Welcome to the Word for Life podcast, a daily devotional covering the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
In Joshua chapter 2, we read about how Joshua sent 2 spies to Jericho. You see, spies were sent those days to gather information or to spread information. So these 2 spies are at Rahab's house, which was likely an inn. And so these spies wanted to gather information from travelers, military personnel, or potential allies who would come to the inn. But before the spies could do anything, the king of Jericho hears about them and wants to arrest them. Surprisingly, Rahab, instead of just giving up the spies over to the king's men, which would have been the easiest option, she hid them and later helped them to escape. Only later did she reveal why she let the spies escape. From verse 9 we read, "She said to them, I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 kings of the Amorites east of the Jordan, whom you completely destroyed. When we heard of it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage failed because of you. For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on the earth below." Friends, sometimes the faith of certain new believers or people like Rahab, whom we think are not up to the mark, can be very surprising. Some of the most unlikely people are touched by God, and they fear God and acknowledge the greatness of God. As Jesus our Lord said in Matthew 11:25 and 26, "I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and learned and revealed them to little children. Yes, Father, for this is what you are pleased to do." Friends, Rahab here serves as an example to us. She could have just ignored God and carried on with life. But she confessed in verse 11, "For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on earth below." What if all believers fear God this way and have the same faith that people like Rahab expressed? Then in this chapter we read how Rahab negotiated with the spies for our family. Verse 12 and 13 says, "Now then please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family because I have shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father and mother, my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them, and that you will save us from death." You see, Rahab earlier talked about fearing God and knowing God's power, but she did not stop there. She wanted to be committed to this God of Israel along with her entire family. Friends, true faith leads to commitment. There could be a confession of faith without true commitment to God. That is why, to those who followed him and even praised him, Jesus our Lord had this challenge: "Take up your cross and follow me." Friends, believers not only glorify God with their lips, but they also faithfully commit their entire lives to God. Finally, we see in this chapter that Rahab wanted to cut off her ties from Jericho and join the Israelites. You see, leaving one's roots and associations to follow Christ is still a major challenge today. But countless believers have proved their faith and love for God by cutting off their ties with their caste, their tribe, and even their families. Friends, they are a true inspiration to many other Christians who are still considering a complete surrender to Christ.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Word for Life podcast.